The main slush page is broken down into three sections: the flash, the triple threat, and the slush boxes. Slush uses 5 colors to differentiate libraries in the dials, the titles, and there are these tiny colored boxes around. The premise is simple. If you can remember the color, then we don't need a label. Blue is code, purple is web, green technology, orange art, yellow applications. The system allows for a more intuitive overview of resources at a glance without actually having to interact with it or having us use a repetitive labeling system. Let's start with the flash. The first thing you'll notice is this slideshow and these dials at the top. The main body of the flash shows news, advertising, and has our integrated video player. Nothing really complicated about all that. But the dials are where the hotness is. Literally. Sometimes we refer to it as the hotbar or the hot dials because basically that's what they are. Each dial is a slush that was recently viewed. Each dial has a countdown timer. The more heat a slush gets, either by views or votes, the longer it stays dialed in. It's important to us that each slush be given ample opportunity to get some attention outside of a user's search results. It's key to giving juice to slushes that might otherwise go unnoticed. Also, users can quickly tune into any trends, which can be useful. If a slush is staying dialed in for a while, it's a sign something's happening. You can click on a dial to get more information, visit the source, or share the source through your Facebook or Twitter account. When the dial runs out, and eventually all dials do, it's refreshed and a new slush is dialed in. The hotbar is a constantly changing entity. In the lower left of the flash is the preference function. Clicking a dial color will set all the dials to show only that library. So if you're only interested in code, you can click the little blue box and all the dials will swap over to the code library and only show code-related heat. Clicking the dark gray button resets the preferences back to mixed, and there's a little reload button there if you're interested in manually refreshing the dials. Now we're at the meat of the page. These 3 boxes on the left are what we call slush boxes, and the list on the right is the triple threat: search, organize, and filter. The slush boxes and triple threat work in unison, so whatever you find in the triple threat, you can push to any of the 3 slush boxes to get more information. Let's start with the slush boxes. Think of a slush box as a separate forum unto itself. Each box has a title, a description, and a thread. Each box is a self-contained and contextual-based discussion for that slush. You can click the title to navigate directly to that resource, or expand the thread to read the discussion or join in. You can vote on each slush, save the URL to your bookmarks, or report it if you feel it needs to be flagged. And that's really it for slush boxes. The triple threat is the other half of this dynamic duo. This is where you search for slushes. You can organize those results by date added, the amount of views a slush has, its rating, replies, and by users. The colored boxes will filter by library, so you can set the results to only display from the library you're interested in. As an example, if I do a search for photography, I can see I have results mostly from the art library, but I also see some from the tech library. If I'm only interested in the art results, I can select the art box and it will filter all the results to only show art-related returns. Interacting with the result in the triple threat is simple. Click on it. Right or left, it doesn't matter. When you click on it, a context menu will show up with a few other options. Select the one you want and off you go. Pushing returns from the triple threat to a slush box is just as easy. From the context menu, select the slush box you want to push the result to, and the information for that slush will populate in the slush box you choose. You can drag a result to a slush box, and even drag a result up to the search box to get contextual results. We love this drag and drop feature. So that's it. That's the flash, the slush boxes, and the triple threat. Either as a slusher or a user, that's how you use slush.